Hold your horses. Hi, welcome to Tangled Skeins. As you can see, there is a puppy and no Sue or Lynn today. I'm completely flying solo, and as you can probably guess from the change in background and the puppy, this would be Gadget, who hasn't been on in a while. Hi. Okay, fine, go. And who I really hope doesn't knock the camera again, because, yeah, I'm at my place and recording solo. That was where I was going with that. Rambling. Yeah. So, knitting. Well, Rhinebeck. And I'm very sorry that I didn't get to see more people. I was not feeling well by the time we got there. Ended up with headaches and whatnot, so we left halfway through the day both days. So I didn't go to the podcasters meetup like I said I would, and I feel bad, but I felt really bad at the time. And once I'd had lunch, I wasn't coming. But yeah. Don't mind me. I have my laptop, which has all my information on it, because I'm actually sitting on my bed. I live in a bachelor. It's small, and this is the only background that doesn't involve a window, my kitchen, or a TV. And the scraping noise you can hear in the background is the dog. So yeah, Rhinebeck sweater, because, you know, foes. This is my most recent one. This is my Rhinebeck sweater, which I'm hoping you can see the pattern. I'm using a completely different camera, so I'm not sure how well this is working. That is the bottom of the sweater, actually. As you can kind of see the top up here. And it is Velvet Morning, which is by Julie Crawford. And I did it out of Tannis Fiber Arts. I forget what, but it's her Aran weight. And I also completely forgot to write down what, yeah, there's a reason why Sue normally does the show notes. It's because I'm horrible at remembering these things, which is kind of the other reason why I have my computer sitting in front of me. Yeah, don't want to drop it off. It's her green label, Aran weight, and the gray, the dark gray, is Stormy, and this is one of the sleeves. I can hold it up a little better. You can see there we go. The green is mallard. The light blue is cobalt, I believe, and the dark blue is peacock. It could be the reverse. I don't remember. But that's, you can kind of see the whole pattern there. And it's the same pattern that's on the main body of the sweater. So it literally, the pattern goes up about halfway, well, most of the way, because that's the bottom of the sweater, and that's, or the bottom of the sleeve rather, and that's the start of that. The only real modification I did to this was I did it all in the round, and then I steeped. So the front is, how well that selvage edge is going to show. You can kind of see the selvage there. And it's being double sewn, and then I actually tacked it down. I took sewing thread and tacked it down. So that's all done. And I actually did, because the pattern called for knitting the collar, this part, completely separately and then sewing it on. And I'm like, no. But then I did it, and it worked quite well. I'm really hoping the camera's not going to turn off, because the light just... like I said, new camera. Never used it before. Really hoping it works. Upside it actually apparently has a timer. Bonus! So I won't ramble too long. So that's the faux. You can just barely see the top here. This is a sweater I made a year or two ago for my mom. It is the Owls cardigan, and I'm just trying to find, there it is. Or Owls sweater, because it's not actually a cardigan. And it's by Kate Davies. And it was a really quick, it's done in bulky on 10.5 US, so 6mm needles. This took me just over a week. It was great. And as I said, I knit it for my mother. I unfortunately got the measurements wrong. So it doesn't actually fit her properly. So I now have it, and I've promised to make her a new one. She actually would rather have a cardigan with a bigger collar to go up around her anyway. So it works out for both of us. I get a new sweater, and so does she. And this one was done out of Cascade 128 Superwash. I have no idea what color it was. I just have it listed as blue, which is a pretty decent description of it. I did finish 2 other things that I've been working on. My 2 commissions that I've been doing. I don't have either one here, simply because they've both been given to their respective recipients. The first one was the cardigan I was doing in colorwork, and this is actually the, oops, that's the wrong way up. Nope, that is the right way up. This is actually the swatch sample that I did, and these are the correct colors for it. And this is done out of, it's a very good question, Lopi. Lopi Ledi, I think. I will double check and I will put it in the notes. And the last time anyone saw this cardigan, I wasn't actually up to that. That's why I have the sample. She loves it, so it's great. It fits her well. And it was another steeked up the front, and she wanted a hood on it, so it has a hood. And I'm rather proud of it, and I really like the pattern. This pattern, so the actual sweater top pattern, so the yoke pattern, stop your chuffing. It's back there barking at I don't know what. It came out of the book Knitting with Icelandic Wool, and it is by Vedis Jonsdottir. I'm probably mispronouncing that, and my apologies. And the pattern for this is, the pattern is called Vetur, V-E-T-U-R. The pattern I used for the actual sweater, because she wanted it closer fit, is the Adelaide Yoke Pullover by Kate Gagnon Osborne. And that is out of Modern Vintage Knits, which is a book I've done a couple of things out of and really like. The other one I did was the Ranger Cardigan by Jared Flood, and that was for a friend of my friend Kit's. That one is done and gifted, and I will link to the picture of it on my page on Ravelry, on my project page. Apparently the 1 cup of tea this morning didn't do enough. I should have had a second. And because I'm sitting on my bed, I can't have caffeine with me because I have nowhere to put it. So that's it for FOs. Poking around on the needles. This is what I've been really monogamous with my projects recently. And I have a feeling that excuse me for 1 second. Sorry, I just realized that the window was probably doing a little more sound than I wanted it to, because it's windy and cold. This is, yeah, as I was saying, I've been a little monogamous as far as knitting goes recently. This is my most recent thing, which is the, actually here, I'll show you the ball. I don't know how well that'll pick up. Haha, better lighting. Uh, this is Mad Tosh, and it's the Nebula colorway, which I realized when I was looking up the colorway name is the same color I used in my color Affection. And this was the color that made me fall in love with the 3 colors that I used in my color Affection. So this is probably why. This was the accidental purchase at Webb's when we were in Chicago for Stitches Midwest in August. Oops. And I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to make with it, and I finally found a pattern that I've been in love with for a while, and I'm like, I'm going to make this. This is the beginning, actually it's most of Fabergé, and it's by Laura Ayler. The green and cream is Bittersweet Woolery, and I believe the colorway is Starry. I'm not 100% sure though, because I seem to have thrown out the tags. I don't normally do that, but I guess fit of cleaning and oops. So it's Bittersweet Woolery. It is on her sparkle base, which is why I'm not sure if the base is called Starry or if the colorway is Starry. Not 100% sure, but I'm loving it. I love this stuff. It is, yeah, you can see a little bit of the sparkle in it. It has stellene in it. And I went to, stop digging. Went to Rhinebeck with the intention of buying wool to go with the Mad Tosh. I was just going to pick up a cream skein of Mad Tosh, but I found this stuff instead, and I love it. Hello! Sorry. Come say hi. Yeah, all he's doing now is just watching the traffic. Stop it. Yeah. So this is what I'm working on currently, and it's beaded, and I love it. And I'm almost done the 2-color section, which looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. It's ridiculously simple once you read the instructions. Because I was looking at it and thinking of all kinds of complex way. No. It's knit 1 color at a time, and these are the diamonds are ingenious. So yeah, it's a really nice pattern, really good knit, well written, whole 9 yards. All the things I look for in a good pattern. And I'm hoping to finish that in probably the next day or so. So what time is it? It's 2:30. I might finish it today. And I have, I've been wanting to knit myself an Aeolian shawl for ages. I've knit 3 of them at this point. I still don't own one, and I want to. So I have some Tanis lace weight, and I got beads, so I'm going to, that's up next. Other things, oh yes, Rhinebeck. I didn't get much, but I did spend my entire yarn budget and then some. This is a pattern from Sarina Socks, and I do enjoy some of her patterns. This one is Love and Idleness. And it is, yeah, I saw it in person and I really like it. This is the second one of hers that I've gotten. I didn't care for the beads that came with it, so when I got, excuse the crinkling, I should have taken this out earlier. When I got the beads for Fabergé and for the Aeolian, I bought, I don't know how well those will show up. Take these out and pray that I don't Yeah, no, that's not going to work either. They're these lovely little purple seed beads. Gorgeous color. I really like them. It's a brighter purple that comes with it, but like I said, I didn't care for it. And these are the sock colors. This is the main color for the socks themselves, and then this is for the lace cuff edging. And I really like the way she has the lace cuff edgings done on them. I knit her Kitry socks this time last year, because I got the kit at Rhinebeck last year. And I'm currently in the process of reknitting them because I might have made a miscalculation with the sizing. Just possibly. So other stuff, sorry, other stuff acquired. This is all bittersweet woolery. This is Twilight, and it's her Stardust lace. And I have a feeling that I was thinking of the, yeah, well. And then these two are both sock weight, and I actually have two of these. And they're both sparkly. I'm sparkly. I seem to have developed a thing for sparkles. What am I saying? I've always had a thing for sparkles. My mother has called me a crow for years. This one is Wasabi, and this is Merfolk, and this is Twilight. And I love them all. And the other one I got, and I've had this one for a while. I got this in her last update. This is Kirby Werby, and it is Wild Child Fairy in her Kaleidostripe Sparkle. So this is self-striping, neon, sparkly sock wool. So this is the next set of socks to go on the needles. I just have to get the current ones off, which I've been home. So I haven't really been working on socks because they're my travel project, and I've knit 3 sweaters, and yeah. So yeah, that is, so if you catch one of her updates, go for it, because her stuff is really nice. This is the Kirby Werby, and she's kirbywerbyyarns.etsy.com. Bittersweet Woolery, unfortunately, they have a website, they don't have any stock, and she hasn't in a while. She's not currently updating her online store. So if you catch her at one of the shows, buy her stuff, because it is excellent. It is squishy, and it is soft, and yes. So yes, thumbs up for all the yarn. And all right. I almost lost my computer, and I've already lost it once. I had my computer break on me 2 weeks ago now. Gone. So patterns that I've been promising and stuff like that, nada. So yeah, if you were supposed to get a pattern from me and you haven't yet, send me a PM. Because chances are, I don't know about it anymore, because it was written down on the other computer and it's gone. So yeah, all my patterns gone. Luckily, I've got the finished versions of most of them, and the ones that I was working on can be recreated. It's just going to take me a while to recreate them. But what thing is, speaking of Rhinebeck, I was doing a draw surprise, which I posted literally 5 minutes before my father came to pick me up to help me bring Gadget to the dog sitter. I don't have a car, so he was driving me there. So yeah, there was a thread called Surprise Prize, and it was basically to help cheer up Sue, because she wasn't able to go. And like I said, its prize was yarn. I didn't end up buying anybody something at Rhinebeck, so I'm pulling stuff out of stash. And I actually have 3 choices. So there's only going to be 1 winner, but there will be 3 choices. There are these 2, which are actually both knit picks. They're stroll fingering in the tonal. And it doesn't say on either one of them what the colorways are. This was something to do with wine, and this was something to do with berries, and I will have to look it up. But I've knit with this stuff before. That's actually what my Hermes socks are made out of. And I really like it, so I thought I'd share. And the other option is this, which is probably going to be a little hard to see. This is actually hand spun. It's at least 200 yards. I'll post the exact yardage of hand spun, and it is a gradient colorway 2-ply in about a fingering weight. There is no nylon in this, so this is not sock wool, but it will do pretty much anything else. And like I said, it's sparkly, and I'm willing to give it up. So it goes from a kind of red color in the center. I think there's an orange in there, but I'm not, no, there is an orange in there. So it goes from the red color in the center out through a green and a blue to a dark plum color with stellina throughout. And that is hand spun by me. And yeah, so you get to pick. You can pick one of these. Oops, that's coming apart. So one of these or this one. And now for the draw. So what I've done is I just put everyone's name on a spreadsheet. And expand you. There we go. So I put everyone's name on a spreadsheet just in the order that you had posted. Because I didn't bother doing this one where, you know, don't post twice or anything like that. And I think I've posted a couple of times, and I know Lynn's posted a couple of times, and that was not what I was going to do. New computer, new controls, still getting used to it. Okay. So we had, don't do that. 36 entries total, and I will random number generate, random.org, 1 to 36, because obviously I took my name out of there. Generate 1. And let's see if we can actually, I don't think that's going to show. No, it's not going to show up. And I don't know how to blow that up. So result was number 1. So number 1 is whoever posted directly after me. So you were the first post. Come on, you. Back up to the top. It is sheep. Dilly or Dill, not entirely sure. Dille from Denmark. So you have your choice of one of these, and I will PM you. Yeah. Yay! Yarn! I love giving away yarn. I love getting yarn too, but I like making other people happy with yarn. I think that was it. Where are my notes? Yep, that's about it. Only other thing is I've decided to start writing again and blogging again. I want to do NaNoWriMo this year, which is National Novel Writing Month, and I've done it. I did it for years. I've done it since their first year, and stopped several years ago because it stopped being a challenge. This year I'm going to try blogging. I'm going to kind of play fast and loose with the rules, and I'm going to try blogging every day for a month. So if anyone wants to read, feel free. It's just knitpug.com. We'll bring it to you. And I'm doing food and knitting and whatever else happens to strike my fancy that day. I've currently just got a couple of recipes up on there because I've been experimenting with food. And that is about it. So, thank you for watching.